Good morning, good morning, good morning. We finally got my daughter sign up, Tiffany Farm. Very, very beautiful sign. We're gonna go over some of the steps that you need to take in order to put a sign on your property. If you want to install a business post, a mailbox on your property, these are some of the steps that you need to take. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to get the post, the 4x4 post perpendicular to the fence to add beauty to the property. What I'm using now, I'm using a breaker bar to loosen up the soil. And a breaker bar is an essential tool in digging a hole for a 4x4. Some areas when using the breaker bar is easy, and you'll find out some areas is kind of hard to dig. So you have to be patient. A post hole digger is an essential farm tool to have. You can use it for putting a mailbox down, putting a fence down, putting a sign down, or even you can use it in your garden area for planting. We're about halfway there. With a breaker bar, you don't have that many major problems, you know. When it comes down to digging a hole. It lifts up the ground real good. Got it kind of close to it, but I'm gonna dig it a little deeper. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. I think that's it. Right? Okay, for me, in place of this post, this 4x4 post into the ground, what I did is for the circumference, I dug a 4 to 6 inch circumference around and 8 and 2 feet into the ground. The height of this post was 8 foot. So what I did, I dug 2 feet into the ground, and I left a remaining of 6 feet on top. And like I said, I used the level to level the post off. So don't waste your money on an auger. Just do it yourself and take your time. It'll turn out right. Now, the 4x4 I'm placing into the hole. We get some rocks and level it off. The only thing that you need is a a breaker bar, a post hole digger, and your labor, and just take your time, and dig a 2-foot deep hole, and it'll turn out beautiful, just like this project that we just did. I'm going to get some small rocks to secure the post into the ground. We're getting the rocks from the property instead of buying them from the store. For any business post or mailbox, make sure the wood's treated, and that way on the long run you won't have problems from rot and termites. Okay, another thing, when you're spacing it, make sure your sign is spaced center and level, and make sure it's spaced X amount of feet off the ground, for when the individuals that comes by, they'll be able to see the sign with no problem. Using the breaker bar is essential into compacting the soil around the 4x4, and the level is another essential tool that you have to use to make sure it's perpendicular. So we're taking our time and placing the rocks around the perimeter of the 4x4. Make sure it's perpendicular. Okay, I'm manually putting the dirt around the perimeter of the 4x4, stacking up for, I could start using the bottom part of the breaker bar to compact the soil around the post. Getting everything straightened out before I start to compact the soil. Okay, when it comes down to placing rocks in the hole, you could buy your own rocks. What we did, we used the gravel on the property, rocks on the property, small rocks on the property. And what I did, I placed the rocks in the hole and use the breaker bar to hit them down real hard to stabilize the 4x4, and then I surround it with the clay, and I hit on that, press that down, and see how stable it is. Stable. So we threw with that. And it turned out real good. See how stable it is. As you see, the breaker bar is a handy tool to use. Keep everything good and snug and tight. You don't need a whole lot of unnecessary tools or equipment. What you need is a post hole digger and a breaker bar. And that's what I use, a post hole digger and a breaker bar to dig the hole that you see that the 4x4 is sitting in, and you can save you a whole lot. It's kind of tiresome at times, but you save you a whole lot of money if you do it yourself. And it's very easy. Like I said, it took you about 20 to 30 minutes. and you got the job done. You know, you don't need an auger. Don't waste your money on that. Just get you a post hole digger and a breaker bar, and that's what I did. You know. You'll be keeping it good and snug, tight. Make sure we don't have no problem in the future. Looking good, looking good. You don't need concrete to put up a mailbox or a business sign. What we did, we used the rocks on the property, and we put around the circumference of the 4x4. We bammed them in with the breaker bar, and we covered up with the clay. So as you see, it's stable. It's not gonna come up, you know. And we save ourselves a whole lot of money, you know, and time. So it turned out very, very beautiful, as you see, with the change, with the clipping, with this, and the energy saver. Like I said, it's not hard to do. Just take your time. We use a post hole digger and a bar. You know, that's it. And it took us about a good 30 minutes to do this project right here. Whenever you decide to do a project on your own, you could do it. You could do it. Just go through the research and get the right information and the right materials, and outline it on a paper and diagram it exactly the way that you want it, and it'll turn out the same way that I did right here. And that goes along with future project that you decide to do. I'd like to end this video by saying, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and thank you for taking the time to watch our video. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much.